One of the best ways to diagnose ADD is to understand the story of a person's life. Here's a brief look at ADD throughout the life cycle. Many of the classic ADD children are hyperactive even before birth. One mother told me that her son kicked her so hard during the 8th month of pregnancy that he actually broke her 9th rib. I wonder what that did for bonding.
A significant number of ADD babies are colicky, fussy eaters, and have trouble settling down. As toddlers, they can be really active and mischievous. The hyperactive kids wear their parents out because you have to keep your eyes on them all the time, or you never know what they'll get into.
One day when my daughter Caitlin was 3, she got herself out of her car seat, opened the door, and ran across the parking lot before I could get out of the car. I was horrified, which is a common feeling for the parents of many ADD kids.
Most ADD children are not diagnosed until they go to school because teachers are usually better at recognizing the symptoms and notifying parents when there are issues. Initially, some parents are in denial or blame the teachers. But if problems persist, it's important to pay attention.
Handwriting can be a big problem, as can coordination issues. Having kids do coordination exercises like dance or table tennis can be very helpful. If ADD is not diagnosed by 9 or 10, their self-esteem usually suffers. Learned helplessness is a term that fits many people with ADD because, as we've seen, the harder they try, the worse it gets. Their brains shut down when they should turn on, and when this happens repeatedly, many just give up. Getting them the right help can change the trajectory of the rest of their lives.
As teens, most ADD kids have lost the physical hyperactivity, but still struggle with a short attention span, distractibility, and disorganization. Many become demoralized and even depressed. Impulse control issues can lead to a higher incidence of family conflict, teenage pregnancy, substance abuse, and legal problems, bad grades, and more tickets and accidents. Driving is such an important issue, and you'll be happy to know that we recommend that ADD teens not drive until they can demonstrate consistent, trustworthy behavior.
One day I made the mistake of allowing my ADD son to borrow a very special car that was given to me by my father. He had a 2-liter bottle of soda between his legs, and when he went to change the radio, he spilled it on himself and swerved the car through a group of wooden poles, down a hill, onto a golf course, and broke the axle. Fortunately, he wasn't hurt. But my other ADD child did not drive until she was nearly 18 years old, and I'm still traumatized.
Many ADD adults are successful, but it often comes with a great deal of effort. Research says that people with ADD change everything more frequently, from jobs to relationships and even their homes. Sleep issues are also common, such as trouble falling asleep at night because of the restless thoughts, but also difficulty waking up in the morning. This is typical for both kids and adults.
I once had an ADD patient who had a terrible time getting up in the morning. Her boss wrote her up for being chronically late and said she'd be fired if it happened again. She had tried up to 5 alarms to no avail and then bought a siren. Oof. The problem was that she lived in a condominium. And when she got up, everyone in her building did too.
Menopause and low testosterone levels can make ADD worse, and aging doesn't help it either.
Let me give you an example of a recent family I treated. Non-stop drama followed Nessa. She had started cutting herself and was fighting with her parents. After she was caught Xeroxing inappropriate body parts at school, she ran away, which is when I got involved. Her brain showed high activity in the anterior cingulate, causing her to get stuck on dumb thoughts like the Xerox idea, and then low activity in her prefrontal cortex, which meant she had little ability to control her impulses. She had over-focused ADD. As she got better, her grades went from C's and D's to almost all A's, and the drama dramatically died down. I then saw Nessa's younger brother, Jeff, who struggled in school, who had inattentive ADD, and he did much better on treatment. Then I saw her father. When he saw how much better the kids were, he knew they got the ADD from him and wanted to do better at work and in his marriage. His scans showed low activity in the front part of his brain that got much better with treatment. I then saw the father's father. As the family improved, there was more love and less drama, and everything in their lives improved, including the holiday dinners.